Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Songbird of my generation. I'm just going to scat an entire intro song to the pod, Derek, and you got to scrap whatever copyright free music that we are currently using and just put my voice, just scoobity boop bop boo doop bop, yeah. Everyone, dude, we would get 0 views. There would be 0 retention with that. That would be terrible. Just put my voice, just scoobity boop bop boo doop bop, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Scoobity boop bop boo doop bop, yeah. Scoobity boop bop boo doop bop, yeah. Scoobity boop bop boo doop bop, yeah. I mean, currently we're fucking popping right now on the old social media. Dude, I already hit you with one. You're gonna have to bleep me.
Did you just drop the F-bomb, dude, when we're trying to be...
Anyways, it finally happened. We're juicing people. This must be what all the thirst trap pages look like, you know? The thick, scantily clad women. Your notifications just constantly scrolling. I'm not going to lie. I've been riding a dopamine high the entire day from that. I am borderline ashamed at how many times I've looked at the phone, but it's exciting, man. We're doing it.
I mean, the actual
dick
OG
bros.
Thing,
you're gonna have to bleep that too. Here we go.
The actual OG thing though is where you get so baller that you don't even care about the notifications anymore.
Right. No. You severely.
I was looking at cameras. I'm trying to
run it back, post Eric. You severely left me hanging there. Severely left me hanging.
I didn't know
there.
you were reaching out for me, dude. Yeah, I would imagine people get so big that you don't even pay attention to the notifications so much because you just expect your shit to pop. So
they have other people watching the notifications for them. Yeah. Did you just curse? Jesus, we're terrible at this.
Honestly, dude, the episode with all the bleeping hasn't done anything different, so I think that test is over with, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're letting people behind the curtain? You're Ozzing them? You're letting them see it?
Well, I mean, it was a bit, but also there was a reason behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly,
fine, fair enough.
You see the numbers just like I do. Did it blow up and explode? No. So, like, that stands that it
I just
work.
wish that I could, like, stand up or lean forward. I mean, I probably could if I ate enough Big Macs and just do this.
What are you trying to like Instagram?
I'm thirst trapping, dude. I'm thirst trapping. I'm trying to keep these 6-figure digits coming in, Derek. What are we talking about? I'm a slave to this shit now. I'm doing it. Do you like that?
Oh, dude, you got a fucking taste, and now he's addicted, dude.
I'll show some toe. I got my cocaine shoes on right now, but I'll show you some toe.
He's fucking in it now. Yeah,
I am.
No, it's
I'm
nice.
committed.
I'm happy for us, man. It is fucking cool to finally get some stuff to pop. And if you came over from our socials and actually watching long form shit, you're in for some treats.
Welcome.
Also, let us know in the comments. That's what I want. And I'm gonna keep shouting this off the top of the mountain, like, make it known you're watching. I mean, I want you to watch, but also, like, get in the comments. I want a little, like, chat sec. I want people that are fucking,
I mean, like, I love it,
there.
but also, I don't give a fuck. If you just watch and you want to remain a nameless, faceless watcher,
it's a little voyeur,
peeping through the blinds at us, seeing what we're doing.
As long as they watch, it's cool. But I like fan engagement, so it'd be cool.
If you're one of those people right now, after you enjoy this episode, please go back and watch Sir Gladicus. It's one of my favorite episodes that we've ever made. YouTube just
you're calling
fucked
it
yeah. So hard into the ground, and that made me so sad because we had so much fun recording that, and I feel like it's so funny. There's so many bangers.
Yeah, that's the first time you're telling me that that's one of your favorites. That's cool. No, it was a fun episode. I like that one a lot too. That was when we were riding high too, dude, and then we just fucking fell off a cliff like fucking, what's that old term? Bonnie and Clyde? Not Bonnie. Is it Bonnie? The fuck?
Bonnie and Clyde died in a shootout, Derek.
What's the ones that
talking
fucking
about?
Drove off the cliff or whatever? It's like old school reference. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
No, never heard of that.
Thelma and Louise? Yeah, Thelma and Louise, dude. They just
Those
drive
are
off
two women.
Yeah, they drove off a fucking cliff. I'm like,
were they gay? Were they lesbians? Were
I don't know.
Lesbians, or were they just really close friends? Would you drive off a cliff with me, Derek? We don't have to be gay.
No.
Blink once if you're in.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to drive off a cliff. That would be insane.
You go quick. Nothing to be
Not
afraid of.
really, because you'd know about the fall. The fall, like, that's what they say. Like, if you, I mean, whatever. Probably gonna have to bleep this, but if you jump off a building, you have a heart attack before you hit because you're like, shit. This is all just cutting
Sail
that all.
away, sail away, sail away. I've always wondered that too, because I have heard it's one of those idioms or sayings or random factoids that everybody just knows, and it's like, how do you know this? I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, if you fall from an insane height, like if you fell out of the plane, no parachute, you're dead before you hit the ground.
Yeah, no, I've heard that. Yeah, maybe like autopsies or doctors or something. Dude, did you ever see that video where Travis Pastrana fucking...
When you're a smashed fruit roll up on the ground, how are they checking?
I don't know. There must be a way. I don't know.
So here's what happened, people. Before he turned into a giant pile of human pasta on the ground, his heart exploded. The heart was also pasta, but we deduced that before we reconstructed it, we now have time machines. We put it in there and spun it back.
Did you
myocardial infarction? Going Grey's Anatomy.
Did you see
here.
when Travis Pastrana fucking jumped out of a plane without a parachute? That was fucking insane. And then,
yeah, and one of his friends caught him or something.
Yeah, but that's still insane to just be like, we're gonna commit. Like, he committed to that. Like, if they didn't get to him, like, you're dead. Like, that is pretty insane.
Derek, similar to any addiction, you reach limits. You reach limits. You reach limits, and things just aren't exciting anymore.
Oh, he's like the ultimate adrenaline junkie.
You could triple backflip through a flaming hoop that has a swinging guillotine going back and forth and just yawn right in the middle of it. Done this before. So when that is vanilla, when that's your baseline, you really got to step it up. So honestly, I have to say, in the realm of things that he probably has done that are not on camera, jumping out of the plane without a parachute and playing catch or sugar glider with your friend.
Except the hawk didn't get him.
Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy, but some people just got brass balls.
Have you ever watched like the late night ESPN that has like crazy sports? And things
absolutely.
Like that?
The lumberjack. I remember when the lumberjack sports were kind of niche. You see where they use the big ass chainsaws. Yep. They use the axes to chop the log in half that they're standing on top of. They dance and spin the logs and shit. That used to be like kind of like some ESPN 8 Ocho shit. I think they have a whole fucking network for that.
Oh, it's still a thing, dude. I was out like a while back, and I was having a night at the bar, and they had that shit on the TV, and there was two things that I wanted to share with you that were fucking absolutely hilarious. The first one.
Before we get into this really quick, am I hot? Because it sounds like I'm hot. Am I hot? Ha 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 ha.
No, you're hot probably in your headphones, but like you're
okay. As long as it's just in my ears, then I don't care. All right, fine.
No, you're fine. You seem good. You're not
all right,
like
back in it.
Crazy or whatever. But
leave it all in. This is what happens when you are acting and directing the play, people. Like, you got to go back and forth. You gotta stay in it. Got to make sure all the equipment's firing.
So the first one that was hilarious was marble racing, and this is on ESPN. So there's literally teams that are like marble teams, and they place their marbles, and then it goes through this thing as a race, and then you've seen that?
That's some Arabian Nights type gambling shit where you've wagered your left pinky.
There's probably some gambling addicts that have fucking sports bet on that, like, bet on the blue marble, it's gonna win.
If you can bet on 80-year-old Polish men playing ping pong in an undisclosed location, I think you have to be in Canada to do shit like that. You can't do it in the States, but still, it is hilarious.
There's like offshore places you can bet, but yeah.
Well, the one gambling guy, I don't really follow his shit anymore because my new gambling is, of course, Magic, which we're not going to get into because I could talk about that all night.
Yeah.
But the channel is called Exposed, and his name is Cody.
Oh, yeah.
He does big wagers, but he also is a shill, or he has a deal with them where when he's streaming, they give him unlimited 10K reloads. Sometimes he hits max wins and stuff, but he gets to keep a percentage of that.
Well, yeah, it's not even his money. That's why that shit's... I hate that shit. Like, it's not even your real money. Like, fuck you. That's lame as fuck to me. Like,
Drake casually bets like $1 million on roulette and hits so for lame. 3, and he's like, hey, what's the money?
It's like, so lame. It's just
doesn't mean shit.
It's like playing play money, dude. It's just dumb. Like, there's no actual, like, I want to watch someone sweat, dude. I want to see you fucking butthole puckered up going, holy shit, if I lose this, I'm fucked.
Oh, you need to get in my algo. There are some degenerate YouTube gamblers, and there's sometimes where you're like, you could tell they go, I'm doing the thing. I'm going to drop $5,000 on one hand. This is going to be a banger short. I'm doing it. and then they lose and they turn and they're just like, and I'm like, ooh, that one hurt.
Oh, okay.
That
you don't
one
think it's an
hurt.
act? Do you think it's legit?
Hell no. I think some of them are legitimate degens, but also you've seen the Vegas Matt guy. He does that. I feel like he was already established and maybe had money or maybe had a business that did well.
Correct.
I don't know what his background is.
I know. I think he's kept that hidden, or I haven't dived into enough to know about it. He seems all right, but no, I think he like is wealthy, but he has those connections.
He torches through a lot of cash though. Sometimes you do see him get punished. He has these shirts that say Sando on them.
I don't know. Not for me.
By the way, if you're watching this and you like Magic Apparel, I love this fucking shirt. It says "Good Friends, Bad Keeps." Derek, zoom in on that. It's wrinkled because I forgot to take it out of the dryer and it sat in there and it got wrinkled. Dope shirt. I need more shit like this. If you have recommends for Magic the Gathering clothing or anything like that, hit your boy up.
Yeah, it's dope. Dark Side Games, dude. I'll give them a shout out, dude. They got a cool little shop here in Vegas if you like cards and stuff like that.
Very fair trade deals. There's an economy. There's a whole economy to Magic the Gathering cards. I could show you a fistful of cards right now worth thousands of dollars, and you would just say, why? Why?
Everybody has their own thing, though, in hobbies, dude. I bet
True.
you if we dived in everyone, there'd be some things that people like that other people would go, why would you want to spend money on that too? But the marbles thing, dude. So I watched that and I'm just like astonished that this is a thing, and it's hilarious. Cause at the end when they win, they put them on little like podiums and hit the little party popper shit. I'm like, they do like F1 racing and shit.
It's
over
like
the top. You know what I'm talking about?
the dice cuck chair, and you're gonna, are we leaving cuck in, or is cuck a bleepable?
I'm taking a gamble. We're leaving it in.
Cuck.
I can do that. We're trying to set a limit on words, dude.
So when we're playing table games in this house, that word gets thrown around pretty loosely. It's similar to the word. Now that one you will have to believe.
I can't leave that one in.
It's not. This ties into the construction site
or something.
This ties into the construction site because certain words, there's no holds barred on a construction site. You will hear everything.
Oh, I bet. I believe it.
But Christian words. But yeah, that was so funny when she sent me that, because I was like, I hate that I'm correlated with that word in your mind, but it's not the way in people think, because we use it like a English majors out there, help me. Adjective, adverb, I don't know.
There's got to be other people that do that too.
Guaranteed.
I would imagine. Yeah, like, oh, I'm getting cucked.
Oh, yeah. It's big now. Cuck is in, like, in both ways. Cucking and just the word, just using the word cuck.
Dude, anyone that's into that, I'm sorry, that's weird. I guess I'm not trying to shame anyone's thing, but that's weird.
We're weird as I don't know. They have their own leave it in. They have their own shit in other countries, their own slang. Like in Australia and the UK, they use the word. In America,
that's true.
People don't like it. Now I know you're gonna have to. We're still in Bleep City, baby. We haven't gone nowhere. We're still here. We never left. We just gotta.
Hey, more work for
We're
you.
Travis Pastranaing. We're seeing how crazy we can go to hit the dopamine push that we need. Oh my god.
Or get an episode pulled.
That would be a first for the pod. We're doing all kinds of firsts. We're hitting 6 figs on a reel on the Instagram, like some little thoughts, and we're getting silently punished by YouTube and possibly having this video removed. You're in control, Derek. You got us.
It is funny because out of that video, out of that reel in that moment that I think is hilarious, YouTube's the only one that's like, we're not popping that. It's the only one that the short didn't pop. It popped on TikTok. It popped on Instagram. But on YouTube, it's like, nah, you're not giving.
Do you think it's the word piss? You bleep the shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it was that. No,
Oh.
I don't think it's.
People
that,
loved it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, they did. It's a funny reel, dude. That's very funny.
Put it on a shirt. United in piss, dude. There were everybody and their mother, men, women of all different ages and demographics, were coming out of the woodwork to share their story of someone misusing a urinal in a porta potty, and it is the comment section on that.
I mean, the
shit
common
is,
one was that it's a sink. That blew my mind. That many
that's
people
a
thought
joke.
That's a sink, dude.
The joke. That's a joke. The why are you shitting in the meth house or the coke house?
Those are the ones I knew. But it seemed like some people are really like, I thought it was a sink. But yeah, maybe they're just on the trend of making it a joke.
Yeah.
But after the marbles thing, dude, is where it really got wild. That's where I wanted to get to.
I'm not letting you finish
I know.
this.
You're just fucking doing them journey fucking rides.
I have seen the marble thing. Let's lock in, people. You and me, audience. You are to blame for this as well. Marbles, super degenerate. There's no skill to it. Yes. Imagine having a remote control or a weighted marble. Continue with the fucking story, Derek.
He's gonna, next time I watch that or it pops up, you're gonna be fucking on one of the teams and shit, dude.
I want to rig the marble game 100%, dude.
The fact that it was teams. Okay, so after that though, there was something that came on, and I'm gonna describe it to you. I'll have to see if I can pull it up too, but I want to describe it to you first because it's hilarious.
I'm double fisted.
Have you seen Freestyle Trampoline Championship?
No. Okay, I have so many questions. Is this an Olympic style event? How big is the trampoline? Are there walls where you can parkour off of them and do flippies back onto the trampoline?
So this is
it a fight?
This is where it gets even funnier.
Okay.
So there's a fucking DJ fucking DJing in the background and playing like DJ music.
So it's wilding out. Hell yeah, let's go.
So he's playing DJ, and then it zooms out, and they're in a church. Which
even better.
Why is there a floor that opens up and goes? What
the fuck is up, Denny's? You've seen that, right? Where they have the hardcore show in the Denny's.
It's great. But why is there a trampoline in the floor of a church? It's like the little thing opened up. Religious
people are weird. Religious people are weird. They're having trampoline championships. Hold on. This was a part of the gym.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a thing that opened up, and it was a
and underneath that is the death pit where they send all the sinners.
It was hella weird, dude. And then I said something that was hella funny, dude. And I'm not calling it Freestyle World Championships. I'm calling it Jumping for Jesus, dude.
Put it on shirt. Put it on a shirt. Writes itself. Jumping for Jesus.
And they take turns, and it's like two teams, and it's like two different countries. And it was like there was no
USA. Dance? Is this like figure skating?
No.
Are you saying this is a sport over the hobby horse? Are you really going to bring coordinated trampoline dancing to me and hobby horse isn't a sport?
No, that isn't a sport, and this isn't a sport either. I'm just telling you about it. I think it's not a sport, dude. And you know what? The engagement I got on that, everyone agreed with me that shit is not a sport, and then other people said, what the fuck is that? That's just the fact you want to stand on that is still weird as fuck, dude.
Right now.
It's weird, dude.
If you're at work, go to the janitor's closet. If you're at home, go to whatever closet you keep the broom in. Go out back, tuck that between your legs, find like a 3-foot wall.
No one's even getting that far.
No. I can't believe that this is the mountain that I have to die on, but Derek, can you jump over it? Did you see how high those barricades are?
Why don't they just jump over them? Why do they have to have a fake little horsey that they go, the horse?
Because that's the added challenge. And they gallop. There's a whole pageantry to it.
No, I'm putting my foot down on that. That shit is stupid as fuck, dude.
In my lifetime, I have to figure out the scoring system.
So
I will judge a hobby horse event.
No, dude. You
Mark the
will not
date
do
and the
that.
time.
I will not let that happen.
I'm going to ride out in a ceremonial horse, or I will be pulled into the event on a chariot, pulled by 4 women who are hobby horsing. They are my horses, pulling me into the arena on a Roman chariot.
I hate it so much. The fact that I thought you were trolling, and the fact that you still stand on that, you love this for some weird fucking reason. It's
Derek,
so strange, dude.
This isn't the child I wanted. This is the one that was sitting outside of my house in the rain for a week, staring at me with kitten eyes that I was forced to adopt. Okay, the algorithm shoved hobby horsing down my throat. I don't know any of the players' names. I don't know who is the top-ranked champion in the world, but I will find out, and I will be judging a hobby horsing event in my life.
I mean, just out of the lulls alone, if I fucking one of those popped up and you're fucking there, just fucking putting up a thing, dude, I would lose my mind.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it. You might see me. You might see me right like this, Derek. I wish I had a broom right now. I would be out there.
It's so weird, dude. I don't get it, dude.
I'd be getting it.
Oh, it's fucking weird, dude. I don't like it. But no, it was just hilarious, dude. It was the fact that They're fucking trampolining. Where did this fucking trampoline come from? Or why is it in the floor of a church? There's a random fucking DJ in the back just fucking like DJing and shit. Like,
was it Jesus music?
I couldn't hear it because I was in a bar. I wish I could have heard it. That was.
It was probably the same music that white guy with the long hair and polo shirts crip walks to, or he does like a Mormon crip walk.
Yeah,
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, we did.
Crip walking Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, Ice Cube. Jesus
so
does it
they're
too.
lined up, dude. It's two countries, and one like goes and does like I think it's time, and he does all his flips and all that shit, and then they go like yeah, and then he gets off, and the other one of the team goes on and does his flips and shit, and then they go yeah, and then the fucking and they just
You're
go through
like
the whole
an
team.
enthusiastic anime extra, just yeah,
dude. It was it was weird,
and like the lines are going down the screen. You're just like ah.
Some of them would fall after like a flip, like you'd fall on the thing, but they would like lose their like balance.
So basically, it's like it's a little dick measuring competition. You go out there and do some flippies,
correct,
and then you're like, your turn.
Yeah, it was almost like some weird form of like
battle.
Gymnastics and like dance battling,
sure.
kind of. But it was just hella funny, and I had to share that with you because I'm like, what?
There wasn't any fat people out there doing.
No.
Right?
Like I will say, these people were like fit, dude.
Just like the hobby horses, man. God damn it, they're fit. They're athletic.
The video was terrible.
Couldn't do my
dude.
job.
It's so weird. I hate it. I hate the fact that they act like it's so fucking real and they like pet it, and I hate it so much.
I don't think all of them go that deep. But once again,
the one you sent me did, and it was like neighing and shit. And I was just like, it's too much, man. It's too much.
You've never been around a pageant. You don't understand? Do you know what the word pageantry means?
Yeah, I know what it means. And you know what? Now it's starting to fucking click for me, because you wanted so badly to fly on a broom or a fucking pool noodle. I think that's secretly why you like this shit.
Yes, that would be a part of the dream if I could get in there
and just fly.
And there's all these little blonde skinny bitches jumping over these obstacles. They see me, 6'1", 270, stacked. I'm a brick shit house. And they're like, there's no way this guy jumps over those. I turn, I wink at him, I hop on that hoe, feet off the ground, and just jump over him. 10 out of 10 on everything. I'll do 360s when I jump over the barricade.
What if they're like, hey, give us a jump? Would you make a jump? Would you try to do one?
Fuck no, I have a magic broom, Derek. You brought the magic pool noodle into it.
No, dude, I'm talking.
Fuck no. Fortunately, their barricades have the little knockdown things, so if you hit it,
you don't get like too fucked up.
I mean, you just kind of knock the shit down in embarrassment.
You just face plant with your fake horse, dude. Do they eat shit?
Why do you?
I would watch that part. Do they eat shit with their fake fucking little horsey?
After we're done recording this episode, we can look up hobby horse failures, because guaranteed they eat shit.
Your algo's so weird, dude. I don't understand how that even like gets pushed to you. Like, what route did you get there before that? Do you kind of remember the shit you're watching before you saw that? Because that's not in my algo. Are you serious
with that question? You are the most vanilla person on the planet. You don't have any weird shit. Marble racing and
you know what?
Ultimate Trampoline.
Right now, pull up your phone and I want you to click the search icon on Instagram, and I want to see what
comes. We're not. I mean, shit. I'm kind of curious now too,
because that tells me what you're really watching. You know.
So I'm not screen sharing or putting this on camera. I'm gonna decide what I tell you.
Oh, you're not gonna let me see secretly either?
No. Okay, so I searched a knife. I got a review for a knife.
There's probably big boobies or butts bouncing.
YouTube is not a place for the.
I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about Instagram. If you go on Instagram and you click the search on the Instagram, it'll pop up all the reels. That's the one I want. I don't want YouTube.
No. I thought you were talking about YouTube. Instagram, all whores, dude. My explore page is every once in a while something else finds a little piece of daylight and shines through, and I'll click on that. And then also there's so many whores that I just have to click on some of them too while I'm there, and it just feeds the whore machine. It just
that's
I'm
what
a little
I was asking,
piggy. It
not
just laughs.
YouTube. I wanted the IG.
You know what?
Reveal,
Fuck, dude. I've been single for 6 years. Okay, single by choice. We talked about this with Jacqueline. I've talked about this with so many people in person. A lot of people look at me like I'm insane.
I mean, the problem is that is the problem, right? Is like I feel like, because I got this a little bit too when I started jumping back in the dating world. It seems like the longer you go, like if you admit to like not dating, it's like worse for you. Like it's like a red flag. But also, it's like shit happens, man. Like shit doesn't work out or whatever.
Give a fuck. Like, are you gonna? Okay, let's play.
I'm not saying you're gonna give a fuck. I'm just saying, you know.
No. Let's. We're not gonna super role play it, but let's just get into it. So you just lie to a chick. You say nothing. A lie of omission, which women fucking hate. Oh my God. A lie of omission. You don't come out and say, I'm just a card. You know me, man. I'm just a cards on the table kind of guy.
So you're saying you're talking to one and you're not going to.
You're talking to one and it just doesn't come up. So you say nothing about it. You're going on a date. The date goes well. You go on another one. Fuck. Now that you bring it up, I think that's what kind of tanked it with the Lisa chick, if I'm being honest. But also, if you're going to go, because for me, if there was a woman that I was attracted to and we had gone on a couple of dates and we were getting along really well and she was similar to me and said, or maybe the roles were reversed and I'm a dater. And she says, yeah, you know, I haven't dated in 6 years. I've just kind of been focusing on myself, doing my own thing. It just has not been a priority. That would bother me none. That would bother you if a woman said that to you? For reals?
Okay, backtrack real quick. You don't think there's not a piece of you, even if it's small, that goes, that's bullshit.
Once again, because I keep everything on Front Street. Oh, bullshit. Oh, you're saying
I'm saying
bullshit.
No, I'm saying the chick might be bullshitting you. She just doesn't want to feel, because certain chicks don't want to feel like they've been dating a lot. So she goes, I don't really date.
I don't care. At our age, they're dating, Derek. That is a bygone conclusion, because I get it. The clock, I don't know. I'm not trying to be hateful towards you ladies, those of you that are watching, but the clock is ticking if you want to have a baby, if you're around our age.
Yeah, that's true. I get it.
The clock's ticking. So I get it. You want to try to find a partner and potentially have a baby. For us men, I could, but I won't be like Al fucking Pacino and have a baby at like 92 years old, which is a total scumbag thing to do because he's not raising that child. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, he probably didn't raise any of them, buddy. He's
probably
rich.
not. But, so I understand that. That doesn't bother me. And I really wouldn't call bullshit because it's similar to me. I do go on dates when they're kind of set up for me, which happens, you know, maybe a handful of times every year.
But like, why don't you, we don't think we ever talked about this. I don't even know if I've even asked you this in person. Why don't you search them out? Like, what makes you so fearful to search them out? Like, why won't you try to search for a chick to date? Because you do seem pretty anti that. You do. You're like, I'm not doing any of that, blah, blah, blah. Like, but why not? Like, why won't you put yourself out there? Because if you do, you might meet a chick. You might be shocked. So what is the fear or the you don't want or the...
I mean, no disrespect. You were a dater, Derek, and you're the living example of that. You share your frustrations with me.
No, I know.
And I have also...
I'm not saying it's easy.
Correct. Yeah. Like I said, it's cold out there trying to date. I mean, honestly, part of me, I'm cool with me and the way I look and shit. But part of me wonders, I'm like, damn, if I was like lightly jacked or like in
I mean, you're not
shape,
even that far away from
No,
me,
I know.
Really not.
Once again, I'm cool with me. Trust me. I know why I could do it. And maybe I will at a certain point. But like I said, that doesn't bother me. But for the most part, it's just...
Like, in what scenario would like you start maybe flirting with a woman? Like, meaning, let's say you just went to we'll just fucking whatever. Use the lame example of a grocery store. You're fucking grocery shopping. You see a cute girl. She kind of fucking smiles at you. Are you going to try? Or are you just going to let that, oh, that's kind of weird she smiled at me. And
the thing that is so funny about you bringing this up is this does happen. Because, like, you got to have game. If you're because at this point... I'm just going to be extremely crass with you. At this point, I know you're going to be damaged and we could just fuck. And like, if you're damaged and my damage kind of matches up and we're cool and we don't feel like we're going to kill one another, then maybe, but this is the state of dating in this day and age because people have so much baggage.
Yeah.
And they can't like compartmentalize some of that. I'm not saying hide your trauma, but open the tap fucking slowly so I can get used to it. You know, some shit is just a lot. Humans are complex. I'm getting off on a fucking tangent, but it is what it is. But no, I do that regularly. Like, you know me, I'm loud. I like tell little jokes or say things out loud, and sometimes people respond to them. And many times it's women that I'm attracted to, and I'll start a little conversation, and I'll even just shoot my shot sometime and be like, hey, can I get your number? Or what's your name? Just to see.
You've actually taken those shots? I mean, I applaud that. See,
yeah.
I will openly admit I am too much of a to do that. I get scared. I don't like rejection. I know it's a lot of men.
This is a more recent thing. He doesn't watch the pod, but whatever. I love my friend Steven. We go way back. We've been through some shit together. But I just took a page from him because we talked about that a bunch. English is failing me right now. We talked about that a bunch. He was like, just do it. What's the worst I could say? No. And he would do it right in front of me. And he just shoots shots. And I mean, my man's got a little, none of them are watching either. My man's got a little roster going, like, proud of that. He always kind of maintains a few of them, and I respect it. Because he just doesn't put up with any bullshit. Like, at this stage in the game, I just can't. I know what I have to offer. Okay? I'm pretty healthy, relatively good looking, good job, relatively stable family life.
Cooks?
I cook, I clean. I don't need you to take care of me. Like, I'm a grown adult, so I need you to mesh with that. Like, I don't even need you to take care of me. I just want you to be a nice compliment to my life, be my peace, be one of my closest friends, my confidant, my lover. Like, that's what I want. I want, like, the really deep shit, but people just don't ever, I don't know. I have several friends who have great marriages. They've been married for years. I know them really closely, so I even know some of the struggles behind all of that, but still they remain partners and took care of one another. And I have a deep respect for the institution of marriage, and I have a deep disrespect for all the people in recent times, present company excluded, but there are so many people that use marriage as like a tool or, you know, something than other what it's supposed to be, or they're getting married because they want to be married. They don't care who they're marrying. They want, you know what I'm saying?
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons. That's why divorce is so high and shit. So,
correct.
No, I'm old school on that too, dude, where I believe like that shit is very important. But yeah, no, you're right. It's hard. But the thing that's annoying and still pisses me off, and it even happened in the Jacqueline episode, is like all these women, I feel like they complain about that shit too, but it's like, but your standards are fucking unrealistic and shit,
and
dude.
Also,
I'm like, I don't believe, like, fuck off.
She admitted to that's why I don't do, to answer another question, that's why I don't do the dating sites and shit, because I know they do that for sport, and I'm just like, you're wasting my fucking time.
Like, get on there if you really mean. I don't know. I feel like there are apps like Tinder. I'll admit is for sport. If you want to just get on there, whatever. But there's some apps where it's like, no, these are meant like to. You want to be in a relationship.
You can't blow the whistle on society. That's like going. Be fair. People won't. They will not.
I know, but it's just shitty. I don't like that because it's like I'm on there to really date, not to just fuck around.
But no, I do try. But the problem today is all the communication is phone based, social media based, and all that stuff, and I just don't want it to be that.
Yeah, but that's the sad part is a lot of human interaction is gone. People don't even call people anymore, barely.
Shit,
dude.
man,
it's crazy.
you know what?
People hate phone calls.
I'm gonna send a risky line on the pod right now because I know she does. I'm not even hating on her for this. I know she doesn't watch it regularly, but even old fucking Hannah's like the example of that. Her fucking IG, there's like nothing crazy on it. She's just hot. You're just hot.
You're hot. Really, you realize this is going online and everything.
She's
right?
not, she doesn't watch this. Bless her. She supports the shit. If she watches it, then.
Now you're making me want to cut this and put it as a reel.
Put it as a reel. She knows. Discussions have been had.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry to your boyfriend. Sorry. I don't know. Fuck it. That's real. I'm not disrespectful, though. That's the other thing. I have been... People aren't going to believe this shit either. I have been chased by married women. Like, I have had married women... Now,
I mean, I've been there in person, so I've seen it.
So there are some of them that, you know, I dated previously when I was much younger. So there is kind of a history there. But
shit bothers
that's the
me so
part
much.
that cracks me up is... There's such a stigma essentially to the lifestyle that I'm living. I'm fine with it. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I do get fucking lonely. Also, I have 3 tiny, adorable dogs that immediately
dogs are amazing.
Take the edge off of that. But It does happen. I get lonely. I would love to, I haven't even held a woman's hand or fuck, dude. I can't even remember the last time I kissed a woman.
You didn't, none of your dates? You didn't even hold, no, come on, dude. You dated that one Lisa chick. You at least kissed her, right?
Okay.
That's not that long.
Okay, I mean, so that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's recent, but it's not as bad as you make it seem.
You brought me back. I'm not totally hopeless.
No, you've had some,
I mean, it's just, it's weird because it's just so foreign to me. Because in general, we're kind of the same way in that. We're not like wrestling buddies. Like you and me don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like people touching me. Like you're my friend. And I would accept it from you because I know you wouldn't be doing anything weird or trying to fucking kill me.
But I know you don't like that stuff. You've noticed I rarely do it.
Correct.
Maybe like a small kind of thing for maybe messing with you or for because I care about you, but nothing like over the top where you're like, hey, stop touching me or whatever. Yeah.
But that's the funny thing is like I'm used to just kind of having my bubble to begin with. And when I was younger, that was the exception was, you know, having a girlfriend or even just a chick that I was having a little arc with and hooking up with her a few times.
So your love language is definitely not physical touch.
Bless the art girl. I mean, I love and physical touch is great. And I love being physically touched by a woman when it's welcome, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know.
I can't believe you just said that, dude. That's wild. I don't think she watches, but that is fucking wild.
She doesn't. I don't give a fuck. I dare you, Derek. Make a short. She'll probably see that. Cut it.
That doesn't frighten you.
I mean, it would probably...
I don't know if it would help your situation, though. I don't want to fuck that potentially.
I don't give a... No, fuck that.
Because I know her, too. Podcast. She's my friend, and I know that's like a high-quality woman. That's like a woman that you're like, ooh, that's one that you lock up. Like, that's one where I'm like, ooh, I can marry you. And that is rare.
I mean, are you making me really dive down the rabbit hole? Because you're like, oh, maybe we should take this out or da-da-da-da-da.
No, we might as well talk about it now. You open up the box because I agree. There are certain women, and they're getting more and more and more rare where you're like, that's a woman that she's just like everything you ask for. Sometimes you get disappointed, but for the most part with those, you don't. You're like, that's why they're already married and they're not single because they're fucking
if she
rare.
just like ran up on me somewhere and just socked me for doing this. But I don't care. Hannah, you're a keeper. You're a keeper. We already kind of discussed this privately. I'm respectful. You're a keeper. Big fan.
Oh, so you've told her this. It's not as crazy as I thought. I didn't know you had these conversations. So it's not.
It'll be problematic if her boyfriend watches this fucking podcast. But also in that world,
like I'm not trying to be a dick, and we might cut this part out. But if your girl is fucking wanting attention from other people, I'm so sorry, but like your shit's not going that good, or you're not doing what you need
that
to
part
do.
You can cut out.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I don't know. Once again,
this
is why I'm single, Derek. This is why I'm single, Derek. You just said it.
You shouldn't want to talk to other people if you really love the person you're with, or it's meant to be the person you're meant to be with. I'm sorry. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm committed to that person. Like, I have never gotten feelings for anyone else. Like, obviously, I'm a guy, so obviously you're still going to, like, look at a girl sometimes because... just like they would admire a dude that's fucking jacked and you find attractive too. But as far as like actually wanting to pursue another person, I'd never done that in a relationship, dude, because it's like, don't be in a relationship then if you want to do that, because you could just not date and just go do that.
Yeah, correct.
So that's what annoys me.
But you know, people love and they want to have their person and shit. Like I get that too. That is the other thing that I admire about Steven is he has a catalog of nudes in his phone.
Oh boy.
And sometimes when he is dating one girl for a period of time, of course they'll do the stupid shit of going through his phone and they find him and he goes, check the date stamps. Those are old. He goes, this is how fucking gangster this motherfucker is. He goes, this might not last forever. I'm not deleting those and then I don't have them after this. And they'll still date him and fucking come over to his house. But the thing is, those
women have a roster, dude. That's a fact. You women have a roster, which means if you're dating someone, you do have a line of guys that you know you would fucking potentially go to if that shit doesn't work.
Women rosters are different than men rosters. No, men rosters, you're fucking them. Women rosters, some of them, if you're a tiger, then I guess you're probably fucking multiple of them too. But I feel like for the most part, and if there is ladies watching this, you'll probably agree with me. For the most part, women will have one guy that they're dating, but they will have the bench.
That's what I'm saying.
Lined up, guys that they're kind of checking in with, liking the occasional post, you know, calling them sweetie and honey, putting a little heart on a picture.
Just to remind you that they're still there.
I know the motherfucking game, ladies. Like, I'm sorry. I know I'm not a banging 10. but I'm a
such
super
a good
smart
moment.
six.
This
Like
is
I'll
going right on the
fucking,
gram.
I'll mind game the shit out of you. I had a sibling. I still have a sibling who is a mental terrorist. That
Would
I've
you
lived
love
with
a
my
woman?
entire life,
Would you
so
love a woman that played mind games back with you, or would that bother you? That actually, I'm curious about.
I don't want to do as long as it's in a light, playful way for fun. As long as it's not on some devious type shit. I'm not trying to go that hard and be like sleeping with a knife under the pillow, like waiting for you to attack me in my sleep or some shit.
Yeah.
You
More
know,
playful mind games. Yeah.
yeah. But ultimately, no. I just want it to be easy. I want us to take care of one another. You don't have to do shit for me you don't want to do. I just want to be able to hang out with you and fuck you once in a while. That's all. I know that's doesn't sound very romantic, but romance has gone out the fucking. You got to earn your way back onto the romance trail because I am run out of that shit. Y'all have worn me the fuck out. I have emptied out the tank of clever
And you're like a good
charming.
gifter, and you're good at gifts and shit. I will say that you're a great
I'll
gifter.
blow your
dude.
motherfucking mind.
He's like a great gifter, so that's unfortunate.
I'll make
for the
you
ladies.
so proud of me the way I fucking praise you and shine down on you with little presents and words of affirmation.
And there'll be presents that have meaning too. They're not just some generic shit.
Correct. Shout out to Mama. She was the originator of that shit. She was the most thoughtful person on the planet. She always got the most thoughtful personal gift. It was specifically for you. When you got a gift from her, you were like, this is for me. It's not, oh, cool video game or DVD or whatever the fuck. It was for you. Curated.
So Hannah, he's also great with gifts.
Let us know if you're laughing and if you're at the premiere.
What if she's one of the ones we're talking about where she secretly watches but just doesn't say anything but she's watching?
Hannah, I love you. I'll get an engagement ring within 12 months. I'm locking it down.
Whoa, dude.
So I'm on the bench.
Like a crazy
No. I'm on deck. I don't even like fucking baseball. And I'm going to say I'm on deck. I got 3 bats. I'm putting the pine tar on my gloves. I'm ready to hit a motherfucking
You're the
home
fucking
run.
Mark McGuire off of fucking just TRT.
She's
just
a
gonna
keeper.
Just fucking
Any man who ends up with her for the rest of their life, lucky guy.
Agreed. But those are so. That's my point. Those are so rare.
Men of quality are the same way. It's
true.
people of quality in general, but also like anybody can be that. That's the thing that hurts is anybody can be that, and people choose not to.
Yeah.
People choose to be selfish.
Correct.
Like I get it. We all have our own personal trauma, and I've been the worst. I mean, shit. If we're getting real down and dirty and raw, if you've been sticking around since we came back, like I was the fucking architect of us having a big falling out. Like, really, I'll go ahead and put that shit on tape. Like, that was me. I was mad. I was frustrated, and I was just pissed off, and I wasn't taking a breath and giving him a chance to fucking help us get through it. So I fully will sit here and own the fact in previous relationships, I have not been like the good guy. I've never hit a woman or done any insane shit, but I have not always been a great person. So I own that. That's also part of the reason why I just stay single. Cause I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck somebody else's life up. Like,
yeah, I get it. That's why being single is so much easier, dude, for sure. But who knows?
okay, so we're going to round out the end of this with some funny. We squeezed in some serious in the middle.
Yeah.
This is going to be another 100K banger short or reel or TikTok.
Oh, this
One
shit
of
will be
those.
fucking. This episode come right out after my birthday too. But anyways,
Wow. So happy birthday to you, buddy.
thanks, buddy.
Juice it. You guys loved Pisshead and that story, so I got another one in the tank.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
Let's go.
I was in my second year of my apprenticeship in the IBEW. I love working in construction. Working in construction is so fun. The being able to cuss and yell, throw shit. Sometimes you break shit. Somebody got fired today because they ruined a $50,000 rug. Whoa. No one was around, and they told on themselves. Now, for those of you out there in the construction world, if you break some expensive shit and nobody's around, you leave. You get away from that.
But that's also so shitty that you have like that much of an integrity person where like I would not fire him off of integrity alone. Hey, you know what? You could have walked away and not said that was you that fucked that up. Just because you have that integrity and you're that good of a person, that's the guy I want working with me.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm just being honest. That's
the problem is, unfortunately, the way we're treated in our union is we're a fucking dime a dozen. So if you cost the owner $50K,
that's a lot of money.
And he's paying you, because I heard.
How did he ruin it? How did he ruin it?
I didn't get the specifics, but I heard that the owner of the shop called and said, "Oh, that guy gets fired. Bye bye."
Oh yeah, you can't.
And everybody, his foreman, the general foreman, they all were like, "What the fuck?" You also, because the shop wouldn't have been liable for it too, but also they're like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you just leave?" This is probably a multi-billion-dollar property. Fuck them. They can eat $50K.
I see what you're saying.
Off of the bottom of my ball sack.
Oh yeah. You don't think they would have some type of? They don't have no cameras or surveillance
certain things, especially when it's related to safety. I've made a couple of boo-boos where I had to go tell people like, we need to fix this immediately. Like this involves safety. But if it's property for some rich assholes or a group of rich assholes, fuck them. They have insurance. They're gonna write that shit off. They will fix it. But it is unfortunate. That's not the story. Okay. So, anyways. Working construction is great. It's like an adventure. Honestly, I wish I could do a take a friend to work day or a take a friend to work for the week, because you'd die. You would not even believe it's a real world, dude. It's a whole other world. It's like my own little D&D fantasy land that I get to step into. Oh,
no, yeah. I mean, it's probably wild.
It has its own lingo. There's trades and currency and secrets and lore and all kinds of shit, dude. It's great. It's fun. So at this particular moment in time, I was working out at State Line. We were doing a solar field. These jobs suck dick. You're out in the middle of nowhere. It's either hot or cold because you're in Nevada.
Are those the ones we drove by when we were driving out to California?
Correct. Yeah. The ones on the left.
Yeah.
They're photovoltaic.
Those are crazy. Yeah.
We'll do a little science experiment in the episode. Photovoltaic means it absorbs the sun's energy and turns it into electricity. The ones across the highway reflect that shit into a tower and just scorch birds that fly through the beams. I have seen
you were telling me that. I'm like,
a pigeon turn into a fried chicken just through a beam of heaven. Just that shit looked like it was a video game.
Dude, that's insane. I wonder if they like learn over time, like don't fly.
They're dumb as fuck. They just fly right to their death. That's why they're getting rid of that. So you're out in the middle of nowhere. The job's boring. There was a ton of downtime. You had no cell service. So we would come up with little games. We had word association games. We had this one game where you'd bring up, like, there's a general topic, titles of movies. Someone would say a title. The next person has to say the title of a movie that starts with the last letter of that one.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a fun little game. So you're working and you're just trying to get through the time because it's miserable. I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody who was incarcerated, but I would imagine this is what fucking prison labor feels like. Like, it sucks. It sucks. So you also have a lot of time to fuck with one another out there, you know, and playing pranks are fun. And they're one of my favorite time-honored traditions of union construction job sites. But also you got to be careful how far you take it, because things can get dangerous. Lives can be threatened. Tires can be slashed. Crazy shit happens. So on this particular job, they have a special classification called helpers for people who are not electricians like us. They are qualified in no way. They just signed up on a list. They took a little class and they get called out to work on the solar site.
Okay.
So they do simple shit like shovel dirt, help move stuff, pick up trash, hand out water.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
They're like water boys.
So they don't understand. At this point, I've been in the union like a year and a half, so I understand the lingo and how people fuck with one another. So I'm froggy. I get what's going on.
Yeah.
So, we take break and we take lunch, and you sit there and you tell stories or joke about things. On one of these particular occasions, I had gone to the porta potty. We're bringing porta potties back to the Naturals pod. They will be a staple. There will be one in this corner
Why
eventually.
Why is it always the porta potty, dude?
It's construction. We very rarely have access to a regular toilet. Porta potties are the way. And on this job, they would have them on little trailers, and we had vans and buggies because you're spaced out over a big piece of land. you have to take your shitter with you,
What? You
or there will be a problem. Oh yeah, you bring it with you. You bring it from home, dude. You drag that thing with you.
What the fuck, dude?
Some of the people would hook Christmas lights up to the trailer lights and like string lights around it. Some of the crews that had like mostly women, they put a lock on it because they stocked it with feminine products and stuff, which is nice. That's good for them that they kind of customize that. Yeah. But they're gross no matter what. Oh, so I go to the bathroom and I get on the trailer and I'm in there looking at my phone because I happen to be in a quadrant where I can get a little bit of cell phone signal. And because I haven't started pissing yet, I realize that I've been in here for a while and I'm like, they probably think I'm taking a shit. So then I start shaking it a little bit and I pee, I finish, and then I get out.
Okay. And
I go back to them jokingly and I say, had to get that one out. I was just anxious. I had a rage boner. I had to crank that one out real quick. I had to jerk out those feelings real quick.
But you didn't really do that.
I did not. Okay. I fainted doing it.
You're just gonna tell them
because I was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I said, this is part of the whole job site thing. We fuck with one another. There's all kinds of dark humor. Like honestly, I feel like you would love it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of these kids that are 19 years old that are the helpers on our crew, and they're just looking at me like, what the fuck? Because at the time, we were working overtime. I was doing nothing but driving to and from work, working, going home, sleeping, shitting, eating, and going back. So my beard was crazy. Oh, so shit. I looked like a grizzly homeless person. So I'm sure when they looked at me, they were like, he jerked off in that porta potty for sure. Like that happened. That tracks.
Oh,
he
so
looks like that guy.
You.
Yeah. So some of the journeymen and people that are sitting around start playing into the story, and they're like, hell yeah, if I'm working more than 10 hours, I got to go hit one in the porta potty to relieve a little stress so I can get through the rest of the day. And they start leaning into it. And now these kids are like, we can jerk off at work. They're looking at one another and looking at us. And this is how fucking devious construction workers are. If you're weak-minded and we can tell that we have pulled the wool over your eyes, we're going for it. We're going to see what we can get you to do. We are going for it.
No, dude, don't tell me.
Prepare to venture down the rabbit hole. For like the next month, we continue this joke. Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to say one damn month.
This was a deep mind fucking, dude. For the next month, we continued the jokes. The one younger kid, after a couple times, he came up to me to the side and just leaned in and was like, so the jerking off in the porta potties thing is not real, right? And I was like, it's not real.
Okay, at least you let him go.
That was never. He caught on to the jig was up, so he caught onto it, and I'm like, you get to get released from this. You asked, so I will tell you.
So now you could just be a watcher now, yeah.
The other one, maybe he was really enthusiastic about this. Maybe it was exciting for him that he found out that he could crank one at work. But anyways, one day we are really out in the middle of fucking nowhere, really far away from everybody else, and also we're doing a job where we have to kind of move away from where the van and all of our stuff is.
Would you say?
Big crew, like 20. A lot of people.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yep. Yeah. But you're spread out.
Okay.
Typically, that is the nice thing about that situation is you really don't ever have to wait for one of the shitters, and you can get in it. And generally, because everybody's in the same group, nobody destroys it because you know you're the bad guy.
Yes.
If you go in there and fuck the toilet up. So we're out in this remote location. I can tell he's kind of like mulling it over. Like, you know, when somebody's like you think they're getting ready to say something to you, you can see the gears turning, and you can see him kind of like working it through about how they're going to approach you and say something.
Yeah.
He's doing that. And I'm like, there is no goddamn way that we have mentally abused this young man enough to make him believe that he can now go over into that porta potty that's about 50 yards away, jerk off, and come back, and we're just going to be cool with it. Right as I finish that thought, he walks up to me and he goes, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. So it's a shit. I'll be back in like a while. I said, okay, go ahead. Do it at ease. I'm not even a journeyman at this point. I'm an apprentice, but there isn't hierarchy, and they were kids. I was older than them, whatever. So he goes. To his credit, I mean, I don't know what kind of stance he had in there, or what kind of stabilization method he had so that thing didn't rock. It did move a little bit because my interest was piqued and I was like, is he doing it? He hops out of the porta-john like 5 minutes later, pants unbuttoned. He buttons them up. He's doing this all very overtly and flamboyantly. And I'm like, he actually cranked his hair. He actually just went and jerked off in our porta potty. He walks back all proud and he's like, I did it. Because in the month that we were hazing him, we were like, you haven't lived in construction if you haven't jerked off in a porta potty. You have to do this.
This is fucked up,
you have to do this. So in essence, we did goad him into doing it eventually, but he did it.
He was
and
so proud. Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
dude.
It was funny because he was embarrassed to go to the bathroom for the rest of the time that we were out there.
So when did you hit him with like that wasn't real? Like immediately after? Like did you just immediately just go?
There was this big black dude on our crew named D Ford. He's cool as fuck, and I've worked with his son Mark too. They're both hella cool. And he looked at him and he goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? You actually jerked off in our bathroom?" And then everybody comes out of the woodwork just staring at him, a la Pisshead style. So that was a pretty good one.
Man, I'm surprised that guy didn't quit after that, dude.
I gotta find a worksite story that doesn't involve any bathroom activities. I'll find one that doesn't involve any of these.
Not around the porta potty.
There's more fun shenanigans that don't involve the toilet, but apparently the funniest ones are on the toilet. TikTok and Instagram said so. So I have the notes to prove it. Oh my fucking God. I did not hit an intro to this episode ever. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this episode. We'll see ya on the next one.
Later.